Blame it on the pain, blame it on the rain. Blame it on the pain, blame it on the rain. No, very thankful for everything I have. I think that, I like to thank God whenever I can. Um, God's a very important figure in my life. Even though I don't believe God is real, I like to think about God and what He would mean if I did believe He was real. How it would be a wonderful, it'd be a wonderful part of my life if I believed He was real, but I don't believe He exists. So it's unfortunate, really, but I like to study God. I like to spend a lot of time studying God, and let's see now. So I'm gonna call some places tomorrow to see if I can volunteer there. The first place I'm gonna call is this garden place in my city. It's like this garden place. See if I can volunteer there as a groundskeeper. If they don't, they'll probably have me scheduled to do something. But if they don't like schedule me for something immediately, I'm just gonna call a second company to volunteer at them. I'm going to call there's a plant nursery. I could ask them if they need any volunteers. I can call them. There's a veterinarian across the street from me. I could ask them if they need volunteers. A veterinary place for animals. So that's number 3 places I can call. Number 4 places I can call is I can call this. I don't know what VNA stands for, but there's a VNA a thrift store downtown that I could volunteer at. I might volunteer there. I might volunteer there. So that'd be option number 4 of places I can volunteer. There's actually 5 options of places I could volunteer because one is I'm not gonna say where, but it's like a place where they have animals. There's actually another place they have animals where I could volunteer there too. That's like 6 places. Well, that's 7 places I could volunteer at. So I mean, I have a whole host of options I can call tomorrow. I like to call them during the week to ask them about that. I'm gonna call them to see if they need volunteers during the week because I'm actually wasting my time a little bit here. I actually don't do anything with my day, and I should be more productive. It's okay. It's kind of okay to not have a job, but it's not okay to not do anything all day. Because if I was doing something all day, then I'd have a better chance of getting a job. Speedy the Gamer says, hello. Hello, Speedy the Gamer. How are you doing today? See, if I volunteered more, I'd have a better chance of getting a job. It's funny, I called myself the ASD guy on here when I made this channel in, when did I make this channel? JM says, why don't you have a job? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Speedy the Gamer says, good, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Isaac says, but I can win in a staring contest. Okay, Isaac, we'll see about that. Ratatouille says, can you scratch your head? Yes, I can scratch my head like this. Osaka says, your most devious smile. Okay. Is this my most devious smile? Okay, that's it. JM says, do you have a diploma or degree? I have an associate's degree in business management. I have a high school diploma as well. Ratatouille says, good boy. Isaac says, he's real. Ratatouille says, I'm just joking, sorry. Sam says, what? Osaka says, no, dude, you're scaring me. Stop that. I'm sorry. Osaka, I didn't mean to scare you. Isaac says, damn. Thumbs up. Riley Griffith says, are you married to a woman? No, I'm not married to anyone right now. Homelander says, oh my god, why are you laughing like that? Laughing like that is so creepy. I know it's creepy. Some guy told me to do a devious smile. I forgot who it was, but I'm not gonna do that again because you guys think it's creepy. Nick Gurr says, "Can you please shout me out? It's my birthday, and I would greatly appreciate it." Okay, shout out Nick Gurr. Shout out, happy birthday, Nick. Have a great happy birthday. It's actually my birthday yesterday, so I know how it feels to have a birthday. CR7 says, "Yo, WSP, how you doing, CR7? How you doing today?" JM says, "Do you live with your parents?" Yes, I do live with my parents. John Moore says, "Gay?" Yes, I am gay. To answer your question, how you doing today, John? Sam says, "That was terrifying." Okay. Jake says, "Do you have a problem with your breathing?" I don't know. Maybe. I never thought about that. Isaac said Biden dropped out of the race. I did hear Biden dropped out of the race. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I hope that works. I mean, I don't think the Democrats are going to win this year anyways. I don't think it's going to have an effect on the race. Mantis Shrimp says, as someone who is a scientist who studies crows, I'm telling you, specifically in science, no one calls jackdaws crows. Okay, it's good to know. Sam says, yo, Nick's name is a little, don't know what that means. Soul, do you know about G59? No, I don't know about G59, Soul. Hank Aaron, or H. Aaron, says Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. I have no idea. Johnny says, what up, gang? I'm doing good, Johnny. How you doing today? Bella1 says, hi, again. How you doing, Bella, today? Grim Tactical says something in Russian. Too bad we can't translate it here. Anyways, so what was I saying? I need, okay, so there are multiple places I can volunteer at. I actually applied for a job yesterday, but I don't think I actually really want that job. Well, good thing I'm bilingual. Okay. JM, how many applications do you fill out a week? Oh, a couple, 2 or 3 applications a week, not that many. Young Farquad says, stop ignoring me, mister. And Farquad says something I don't want to repeat. Johnny says, what's the play today, bro? Spin the block and hit the ops. Isaac says, nice grin. Nice grim. Sam says, the play button. Grim Tactical, it means, hi, how are you? Okay. I'm doing good, Grim. How are you doing today? John Morris says, video. Yeah, so it'd be nice if I could make a career on YouTube, but I mean, I'm getting good amount of viewers here. I guess I need to keep it up. I probably need to start streaming for longer periods of time. Like what I do is I stream for like 10 minutes and then I say, oh, I'm gonna wimp out and I can't stream anymore. Johnny says, it doesn't mean hi, how are you? LMAO. He said something bad in Russian. Okie dokie. Well then, JM says, do you have a car in your name that's insured? No, I don't have a car, JM. I don't have a car right now. I used to have a car, but it broke. He said something bad in Russian. Okay. Johnny is a liar. You can translate it. I trust all of you. I trust the people if they're lying to me. I trust people if they're not lying to me. I trust this audience in general to tell me the honest truth. So it's hopefully I don't see more of it on the channel if it is bad. But anyways, Team DLZ24 says, "You look like the guy that hands out prizes at Dave and you mean Buster's? Dave and Buster's?" That's funny. Isaac says, "No mean people." Johnny says, "Lil Grim is a huge YouTube troll. I see him in all the chats." Oh, he is? Oh, he's a troll. Oh, well, that's not good. TTV Claire, my sister said you're hot. Okie dokie. Team DLZ24 says, "You have a very stay 300 yard away vibe." Oh. Well, that's not my goal. That's not my goal, is to have a 300 yard away vibe. Grim Tastical says, "No, I've never met Johnny." Okay. TTV Claire says, "Do you play Fortnite?" Yeah, I've played Fortnite before. It's a pretty fun game. I probably haven't played as much as some of you guys have, but it's more of a young person's game. But I've played it before. It's fun. I like trying to be the last man standing. Team DLZ24 says, "You look like the Spider-Man that got bit by a normal spider." Okay. Johnny says, "You play Five Nights at Freddy's?" No, I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. TTV Claire says, "Do you want to friend me?" No, I don't friend people on here. I'm not on here to make friends. I'm just here to make money. I'm here to make as many subscribers, as many viewers as I can. So if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. India ZLZ says, "Why are you dressed like an unemployed lesbian?" Well, I am an unemployed lesbian, so that would be why I'm dressed like that. Isaac says, "Xbox, PC, or PlayStation?" I used to be a PC man, and now I'm a PlayStation man. Grim Tactical says, "Team LMAO." Team DD says, "You look like the one white guy that works at Popeye's Chicken." Okay, that sounds like a compliment. I'll take that. TT Cleric says, okay. Yeah, I don't friend people. I mean, we're just like, you're my viewers. Can't be friends. If you're my viewer, I don't take it like that. TTV says, "I'm scared." Why are you scared? So I was talking about volunteering. So I've got multiple places I can volunteer at tomorrow. And I did apply to a job yesterday, but just thinking about it, I don't know if I want to do that job. That happens like every time. Every time I apply a job, I think about it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm pretty sure I want to volunteer somewhere for a while before I actually start working. Team DLZ says, "You look like you..." I'm not going to repeat that. TTV says, "Do you want to friend me on FN?" I don't know what FN means. Grim Tactical means blank blank means hi formally means hi informally. Okay, well, hello, Grim Tactical. How you doing today? So I'm gonna try to stream more than 10 minutes here, because I guess what they say is you're supposed to stream for longer periods of time. If is there a way I can check my battery's life? Yeah, I can see my battery life. Isaac says, "I'm planning on joining the military." Oh, that's pretty dangerous, but okay. No, it's not dangerous, but it's just it's a lot of hard work. I couldn't join the military personally. I'm not tough enough. But if you're tough enough, I think you should do that. Team DLZ says, "You look like Republicans argue if you you look like Republicans argue if you should play in the WNBA." Why? I think I look trans. Okay, I take that as a compliment. I'm almost trans. I'm like pansexual, so I'm sort of trans. TTV says, "Do you want a friend me in Fortnite?" No, I don't really play Fortnite. I guess I could play Fortnite now that I have a PS5. I always forget that. I always forget I could play Fortnite now that I have a PS5. But honestly, I've just been playing FC 24, the soccer game. You look like these scalp tickets at Mumford and Sons concert. Yeah, I do. I could see why you think that I look like that. Isaac says true. We might even be in a Cold War right now, but don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of enemies around the world, but like China's kind of like a threat to the United States. Russia's a threat to the United States. But I'm hoping there'll be peace in the world. Grim Tactical says blank is pronounced. I'm not reading that. You roll the R. Okay, yeah, I don't read things in foreign languages because I don't know if you're trying to slip me up or something. Team DLZ says you look like you always got the. Okay, I'm not going to repeat that, but yeah, I mean, you could say I do that. Yeah, I could say I do always have that, but I'm not going to repeat what that is. But um, so yeah, my health is in kind of mediocre position because I actually need to be more active with my day. I'm not active. I'm not active enough by any means. That's why I really want to volunteer somewhere. I did have orientation to volunteer at one place, but I just, then I had to take an online course, and then I had to um, Team DLZ says you look like the before picture at the orthodontist. You think so? And teeth look that bad? Isaac says Kim and Putin joined each other not too long ago, so it's getting scary out there. Yeah, Kim is making missiles for Putin's army, but hopefully Ukraine can survive all of those missiles that they're getting hit by. Well, I hope they'll be okay. Grim Tactical says, "Bro, I am not lying. It means hi formally. Trust me. I'm teaching you some Russian. I have no reason to lie to you." I'm not really on here to learn foreign languages. I mean, I, this is just not why I'm here. Team DLZ says, you look like you get gay bashed at Coldplay concert. That's funny. These are some good, these are some good, roasts. That's what it's called, roasts. These are some good roasts you guys got. So I think what they say is like, you're supposed to stream for a long period of time if you actually want to make money on YouTube. So I'm trying to stream for a longer period of time than just 10 minutes. Because the longer you stream, the more people watch. Team DLZ says, were you the second coolest kid in homeschool? Yeah, my sister was the coolest kid in homeschool, but I was the second coolest because I only have one sister. Um, yeah, I'm not. I wasn't homeschooled, but I do like Coldplay. I do like Coldplay. So I so anyway, so I'm gonna start volunteering. So yes, I'm gonna do this video for as long as possible. But I'm gonna volunteer. The less frequently the animal shelter place calls me to volunteer, the more frequently I'm going to be calling other places to volunteer. So the less contact I get from them, the more contact I'll be giving other people. Team DLZ says you look like you name your boogers flavors before you eat them. Yeah, I do have a lot of boogers. John Morris says heart. Thank you, John Morris. How you doing today? It does get harder when you go past 10 minutes because like this like snot rolls down off my head, so it's like, pretty hard. Um. Anyways, sorry about that. Isaac says he was crazy. It's okay. Um, snot's rolling down. It's just rolling. It's the ending in there. What do you guys see in there? Like a tiny invisible camera. See up there? Anyway, so I'm gonna start volunteering. Um, m- my mom probably wants me to get a job more than volunteering, but I'd rather volunteer first because uh, I've had a lot of bad experiences at jobs before. The one of the best experiences I've had is TLZ. Team TLZ says that room looks like the Fallout Shelter 31 and smells like a fart in a 1987 Honda Civic. That's funny. Um, so I'm gonna start volunteering somewhere. I guess that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I've got so many places I could volunteer at. It's not even funny, but I the only reason I didn't call the second one last week was because the first place gave me an orientation last week. First place gave me an orientation so that I could start last week. The problem is they're not gonna let me work with the animals until I have to they're gonna give me a a tutorial. I don't know what the word is, like a tutorial with one of the other volunteers to do that first. Team DLZ says, if you are here, who is selling chocolate at the Target? Who sells chocolate at Target? Well, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what these roasts mean. But I like it. It sounds good, but it's I don't know what it means. So I mean, I would have volunteered as I would have called a second place to volunteer last week, but they gave me an orientation last week. So that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I need the volunteer coordinator to call me back. You mean Mr. Beast chocolates? Says Isaac. Oh yeah, I've seen Mr. Beast chocolates at Walmart. Yeah. Yes, I guess some YouTubers have their own chocolate brand. I mean, specifically, Mr. Beast has his own chocolate brand. Um, I'm not like a huge fan of Mr. Beast. I think he's overrated. Everyone thinks he's such a nice guy, but I mean, I like him. I like him for being a nice guy. I don't think he's like, oh, I have to watch him or anything. He's not that interesting to me. I think he's more appealing to like 12-year-olds or something. Like, I don't think adults watch Mr. Beast. Anyways, uh, so what was I saying? Volunteering. I was gonna call a second place to volunteer last week, but they gave me an orientation, and so the other place gave me an orientation. So, but I'm still. It's the weekend, so I emailed her about getting some shifts, but she's not gonna email me back until tomorrow. I'm guessing. Team DLZ says you look like a whole peanut allergy. All right, that's fair enough. Isaac says if I had his money, I would donate to a lot of homeless and help a lot of people around the world. Mr. Beast? Yeah, I would donate to a lot of homeless and charities around the world, and I'd donate my money to a lot of people if I was Mr. Beast. Um, yeah, that's probably what I would do too. So, um, so I was saying, I, I need. Oh look, I have 0 viewers all of a sudden because I forgot what I was saying. Um, because it's important to keep your mind active. That's why you want to volunteer. You want to volunteer because you want to keep your mind active. Isaac says, yeah, he just pays a lot of people for entertainment and games. Yeah, that's what he does. Team DLZ says, you look like a real life Ned Flanders. Oh, thanks. I like Ned Flanders. He's Mr. Jesus. John Morris says, heart emoji. How you doing today, John? Um, so Yeah, I like Ned Flanders. The Simpsons is a great show, and Ned Flanders is one of my favorite characters on that show. He's the guy next door. He'll always wave hi, and he'll just like he'll say, "How you doing, Homer? How you doing, Homer? I'm going to church to follow Jesus." That's what Ned Flanders says. Team DLZ says, "You look like an actual South Park character." Which one? I don't know. I don't think I look like a South Park character. I don't know. John Morris says WhatsApp. I'm not really contacting anybody on here. I don't make friends with people on here. I'm only here for the viewership. If you want to subscribe to this channel, you can subscribe. But do not. I'm not here to make friends. So I'm not here to like do WhatsApp or whatever. But anyways, so yeah, it's important to keep your mind active. That's why I am on here, because I enjoy chatting with you all, and I enjoy keeping my mind active. Probably after about an hour, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. John Morris waved his hands. That's good. Team DLZ says, "You look like the Edgar character from Men in Black that never got his sugar water." I used to, Men in Black. I don't. I know what Men in Black is. I don't know the Edgar character because it's been so many years since I've seen Men in Black. You must be my age, Team DLZ, if you know what Men in Black is. I thought at first I thought you were like a teenager or something, but no, you must be my age if you know what Men in Black is. Sugar Water. I don't remember that character. I don't remember what that character was. Isaac says team is going all out on these roasts. Yeah, team is going all out. Oh, when you said team before, you're talking about Team DLC. Okay, I thought you meant something else, but I thought you meant like all of us is like a team or whatever. No, but team DLC is going out all out in the roast. It's pretty funny. So it's important to keep your mind active. That's why I'm on here, is because I don't mind getting roasted. I don't mind. I'm here. I'm here to get roasted. What else would I be doing here if I wasn't getting roasted? I could be somewhere. Team DLZ says you look like you were born on aisle 12 Walmart. Yeah, I look like a hick. I think you're saying I look like a hick, because only hicks are born in Walmart. I did see a lady break her water. She was pregnant and she broke her water at Walmart while I was cashiering there. One time I used to cashier at Walmart, and I think her water broke while she was shopping at Walmart. I just looked at her and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. Anyways, imagine if you're born in a Walmart. That would not be cool. So, but I'll take these roasts all day. I will listen to these roasts. I will consume them. Team DLZ says you look like your favorite show is Walker Texas Ranger. I do like that show, Walker Texas Ranger. I like when Conan O'Brien used to show clips of Walker Texas Ranger, and it's a funny show. I don't think it's. I wonder if it's on YouTube. You think that show's on YouTube? Like it's so bad. Like I almost I want to watch it again. I bet some old episodes are on YouTube. I know Touch by an Angel is on YouTube, so I bet you Walker Texas Ranger is on YouTube too, because they have a lot of old shows on YouTube. Um, so yeah, I would I'd like to check it out to see if I could see that show again. It's not my favorite show, but it's a good show. Isaac says Vikings is a crazy good show. Is that the History Channel show? History Channel show about the Vikings? I'm not really into those like documentaries. I mean, I like documentaries, but I like them more sophisticated than that. I don't like them when they're acted out like that. I like it more like when they're like um just people talking and show like pictures more than video of them acting it out. Team DLZ says all these people in the chat. You have the same fan base as. Okay, I'm not saying his name. Isaac says it's not a documentary. Okay. I'm not sure what show it is. I know the History Channel used to do a lot of documentaries about the Vikings. But what channel is it on, or where is it, if I may ask? Team DLZ says you need to double up on your Ozempic treatments. I know I'm so fat. Beep, boop. I know I am overweight, and you could even say I'm obese, and I appreciate the critiquing, and I will work on that to try to work out more. I do need to work out more. I mean, I not that I work out at all. I mean, I go for walks around the neighborhood for exercise. I mean, I just go for a walk and get some like chocolate milk. Isaac says with Ragnar and Ivar, it is a History Channel. But it's not a documentary. It's a series with 6 seasons. Oh, so they made just a show on, like a actual fiction show or actual. That's interesting. I've never seen it before, but I heard it's good. I heard it's good. Team DLZ says you look like an Asian guy playing as an undercover white guy. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't think it's offensive. I'll take that as a compliment. Isaac says no one talks in between or anything. Yeah, I know his History Channel. I liked what the History. I like the History Channel like what was like 20 years ago when they used to have documentaries. I don't like what they are doing as much recently with their live action stuff. History Channel's live action stuff is always really cheesy. But I would be interested in watching it. I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying that it's cheesy sometimes. I mean, some of the History Channel shows are cheesy. But then again, I don't really watch TV. I just watch YouTube, TikTok, and play video games and stuff. Anyway, so it's just really good talking to you all. Any more roast, DLZ? Do you have any more roast to say? I'm probably gonna be on here for an hour. Team DLZ says you look like you get pissed off when you have to use silver. You look like you get pissed off when you have to use silverware. Yeah, I could see that. I used to live in a house where I never used silverware, but now I live with my mom, and so now I usually always do silverware. But when I was by myself, I never used silverware. Isaac says you should definitely watch it. It's not cheesy at all. Okay, I'll watch it sometime. I like I don't really like violent shows. I try not to watch violent shows. Like I used to like violent shows when I was younger, but I try not to watch violent stuff. I know Vikings is kind of a violent thing because they have their hammers and they have their axes and all that stuff. But Team DLZ says, "Hey buddy, thanks for letting me roast you. Good night. Good night, TLZ. Team DLZ. Have a good night. Thank you for watching me and have a great day." But we don't want you to leave because we want more roasts to come this way. I need to be roasted because if you're not roasted, then Isaac says it is violent. Yeah, I don't really like violent shows. I used to like them when I was younger, but now it like decreases my sensitivity when I watch it now. So I don't like to decrease my sensitivity. I like I mean I do watch some violent shows, but I try to watch too many of them because it rubs off me after a while. So if Team DLZ is leaving, then who's gonna roast me? We need to get somebody else to roast me. Isaac, can you roast me? But Isaac says The Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm not a fan of zombies because I think because I live like a zombie, I don't really like zombies. Um, I don't I don't really like the shows about zombies or The Walking Dead. It's too gruesome. It's too graphic. I'm not too good at roasting. Oh, Isaac, you're not too good at roasting. That's okay. We'll talk about TV shows or whatever. I just Isaac says I wouldn't even know what to say. Oh, that's okay. We don't have to do that. I just feel kind of tired now that TLZ left because his energy was the one keeping me going, like the roast. He like kept me laughing, and now I'm like, no, if we're not gonna do the roast anymore, then what am I even doing here? My whole purpose for living is just going, my purpose for living is just going downhill if I'm not gonna be roasted anymore. Um, but I'm gonna keep staying on here because I want to grow this YouTube channel, and I think talking is therapeutic. Isaac says, yeah, he had many things to say. Yeah, that guy was great. I wish him the best in life. I wish him nothing but the best. He was he had a lot of class coming on here and saying that stuff, and I like getting roasted. Um, it's actually hard for me to fill up the spaces in between the conversation if I'm not getting roasted because what am I going to talk about? Isaac says all jokes though. Yeah, they're all jokes. They're good though. I appreciated them. Yeah, they were funny stuff. I like the Ned Flanders one the best. I'm a real life Ned Flanders because I used to be a big Simpsons fan. I don't watch it anymore, but I like Ned Flanders. Um, so I was talking about volunteering. I'm actually think I'm getting kind of. Just the energy went way downhill as soon as he left. I was like, "What do you mean you're leaving?" Like, I feel like I have a cough now. It's like, what do you mean you're leaving? My whole life is just it's just different now. Like, I view everything differently. I view the world differently now that that guy's gone. Like, we need more roasters on here, or I'm gonna like go to the bathroom, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life because the roast for the best part of my day. And Isaac, you're the second best part of my day. You're a dream come true. You're the wish I made. But um, the roasts were definitely entertaining. Um, so let me try to remember where I was before I started to get roasted. I remember I was talking about God, and I remember I was talking about Jesus is a very important figure in my life. Isaac says, "Well, good luck to you, bro. Maybe you'll find someone who can roast." Yeah, thanks, man. Hopefully, I'll find somebody who can roast. Um, so I talk about God sometimes, and Isaac says, "So long, brother." Okay, so long, Isaac. Don't forget to subscribe. And Isaac said, "Jesus is amazing." That's right, Jesus is amazing. Isaac says, "God bless you. God bless you too, Isaac. Have a great day." Um, Jesus is amazing. So I'm probably going to talk about Jesus if I don't have if I'm not being roasted or whatever. What would I say about Jesus though? I think if I was a preacher, I would have to be able to talk about Jesus for hours and hours on end. And I know people who used to go to these like college campuses and they used to talk about Jesus for long periods of time. They just speak in this speaking zone about Jesus and why you should believe in God for long periods of time. And and they used to be like they used to be roasted by the students at the school, and they were saying, "Oh, Jesus is a hack," and "Oh, Jesus is this, Jesus is that," and they're very educated students, and they weren't falling for any of the Jesus stuff. They weren't gonna believe in any of that stuff. But But he stood up for himself, and he was able to withstand the roast, and he was able to withstand the criticism. There's a lot of ways you can criticize Jesus, and a lot of ways that you can a lot of bad things you can say about Jesus, because a lot of Jesus is about chaos, and you have to understand chaos, and you have to understand the danger of chaos, danger of living in sin. Um, you know, Jesus had a very big impact on the world. Um, the world became a lot more peaceful after Jesus entered it. You might say, "Oh, but the Middle Ages happened after Jesus entered it, and the Middle Ages was one of the most bad periods of time in human history." Well, yeah, it was one of the most bad periods of time in human history. However, it was a lot better than when we were walking around as monkeys. Was when we were walking around as monkeys, um, we only had a lifespan of about 38 years old. Okay, monkeys or apes. I mean, apes per se. We came from apes. Apes have a lifespan of about 38. Okay, humans in the Middle Ages increased their lifespan after agriculture was invented and all that stuff, and civilizations were invented, and we stopped fighting each other so much. Human lifespan increased to the 40s. People started to live into their 40s. Um, and then I think in the 19th century, people started living into their 50s. And then in the 20th century, people started living into their 70s and 80s. So people started to live longer and longer time periods because a lot of it because of what Jesus preached. Um, and you want to have a positive effect on the world, and you want to make that connection with other people. And Jesus is one of the best ways to do that, because Jesus is a good conversation starter. Jesus isn't a conversation ender, he's a conversation starter. You might think the two things you don't want to talk about are politics and religion. I agree with that. You don't want to talk about politics and religion. But in specific cases, some people need politics and some people need religion. And that's why it's actually good to talk about them in certain situations. I think I'm going to log off here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.